So, hey, what about today, folks? What do you think about today? Yes, sirree, Bob. That is the question. So, it has been a day, and if you haven't been around to check out the news about the secret world and what's going on, then you probably don't know what's going on. Because if you didn't know what's going on, you would know what's going on. And I think I see picture, and hopefully there's sound, so maybe we've got working. Maybe it's working today! Okay, so this is try number 10, I don't know, to get Twitch working. And it looks like it's finally working! Yeah! I think Twitch knew that I was, like, not the happy MJ today. Which is probably why it was going, oh, I don't think the world and the internet can handle this, so maybe we should, like, just hold off a bit. But yes, I am here. This is MJ, this is OPTV, and we're going to be discussing the news. If you haven't read the news, go check it out on massivelyop.com. We have the official announcement that we were able to break. We have an interview with Roman that I threw in, yesterday. We got the answers back today, and I'm going to be sitting down with him tomorrow. So I will be able to ask a whole bunch more questions. This time, instead of fired off written ones, I'm going to like pin him down and try to get some answers. So I am actually really excited for that. As far as everything that's going on, guys, wow, have we got a lot to talk about. So hopefully you guys are getting sound too, okay? Don't tell me you're not getting sound. Are you getting sound? Is anybody out there getting sound? Before I know whether or not I have to restart this, does anyone have sound? I know occasionally some people have to hit refresh. So sound is working for some. Good. Good. I'm really, really glad. Okay. So let's dive into game, guys. And you know, I'm really sad when this happens because I had a fabulous intro. It was really cool, and it was off the cuff, and I can't repeat it. I can't repeat my intros. So, anyway. So, basically, yeah. What do you guys think of this news? What the heck? Hey, computer. Don't make funny sounds. Don't do funny sounds. Don't do funny things. Don't even. Alright, so remember I had a goal of a different outfit every single time that I played. So here is today's outfit. Kind of like it. Got some blue heart things going. Heart gloves, heart socks. One of the Secret World issue t-shirts. Oh my goodness. Alright, I actually was bugged. It was saying that I didn't have these and it was locked, so I touched it and then it unbugged, and so I'm not doing that mission again. We did that last time. But I'm kind of not exactly sure what to do because all my plans, guys, I had planned for tomorrow's stream to be, you know, a skating thing at the skate park. A little event. I was going to host a little event. And I was actually going to give away a copy of The Secret World at the skate event. I have no idea if I can even do such a thing now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know that I could, like, physically play the game right now. I'm pretty sure that all I will do... See, I can't even hit the right button. I'm pretty sure the only thing I will do is get myself incredibly killed. As I run around and do I don't even know what. Because let me tell you guys, so I had another 20 hours to process this information before you guys did. Oh, no, almost actually 24 hours. I had almost a full 24 hours, and I could not process it. I had difficulty wrapping my head around some things, and every time I read something, it like brought up a ton of new questions. So of course, I mean, as soon as I got the first press release, I fired off a ton of questions. Then I got the facts that answered a few, but then it gave me more questions, and I've got answers for that, and I still have more questions, which is why I'm very excited to be speaking with Ramon tomorrow. So we'll be hopefully able to answer a lot more of those questions for you. But yeah, in a nutshell, what you see today is what you're ever going to get in the Secret World. The whole Season 2 and Season 3, and this is not going to happen here. No updates. Nothing happening. And EQ and like rant incoming. Not exactly. Not exactly. Okay, because, to be fair, while this is a big thing to try to get a handle on, and people are really wondering what's going to be the same, what's going to be different, what's going to be the carryover. Why would I take my character that I've just spent almost 5 years, well, okay, Emmy hasn't been around that long, but my main has, almost 5 years come July, and I've gotten all of this rare stuff, and I've gotten the ability wheel filled in, and I've done these achievements, and I'm working on the unseen achievement. Why would I want to leave all this and go over there? Well, the answer to that is very easy, because if you want to continue the story, and you love the story, to continue it, you're going to have to go over to Secret World Legends. I'm not totally sure how I feel about this, guys. I'm really not. I'm very excited in some respects. I need to find somewhere to go hang out, or something I can do while I'm actually having this conversation. Otherwise, we're just going to stand around and I'm going to die a lot. I'm very excited that Funcom is putting out another product. I'm excited that the Secret World is getting another product. I have every intention to play it. I think there's a good chance I will love it. I'm not exactly sure, because there are some things I have. I have questions about the ability wheel. I have questions about, you know, bonus points stay here, but do we get other points going over there? You know, I've got lots of questions. I am grateful that this game is not going away, because that might have killed it for me. Something that I have spent so much time and loving care on, to totally get rid of that is something I don't tolerate. I can't handle. I've had a character get wiped in a game or lost a house, and the game's done for me. I'm done. I can't take that kind of loss. So I couldn't take losing all of this. Not right now. I mean, maybe later. Maybe everyone's gonna love the other one so much more that, yeah, this one kind of just hangs in the distance. But even then, Funcom is known to keep things, you know, running maintenance mode for a while. Will there be fall damage? Yeah, cash shop purchases, from my understanding, is they're going to try to get those over. But my question is, what about when I bought bags and the items I got out of the bags? For instance, this is a big, big thing for me. So I have... Oh, crud, where is it? Oh, it's in my bank. Alright, so I have one of the golden, you know, unique... one of the last horse sprints. It was either the moose or the horse or something like that. I've got a number of cats and pets. I have a ton of pets. Things that I have spent a long time getting, or all of my money. I have spent all of my money in order to get the husky dog. You know, is that stuff... I didn't buy it necessarily in the cash shop, but, you know, what's going to happen to it? All these snowballs that I spent so much time collecting, You know? I just... I mean, should I literally, before we do this switch over, should I go and claim every single piece of... Like, there are some of these items and outfits that I didn't know which character I wanted to put them on. Am I going to have to do that? Because if it's not claimed, maybe it won't work if it's only in the inventory. I just... Some of the issues seem like a non-issue to me. Let's go find a quest somewhere. What zone do you guys want me to go to? Do you want me to go to Egypt? Do you want me to go to Solomon Island? Do you want me to be in Transylvania? You tell me where to go, because MJ can't make decisions right now. See, that's just it. Things bought with bonus points. Well, they should, actually. Because you look at the store... Oh, make sure you get all your claim items, guys. See? All the claim items be there. When you're buying things with... Oh, great. My bonus points are maxed again. When you buy things, you can buy anything with Funcom points that you could with bonus points. So... Oh, how many points did I lose because of that? I just totally didn't spend down enough, fast enough. See, look at this. This is still talking like I have some of these. I have them all. Anyway. Dracula? You want me to go Dracula? Okay, that's... We need to go to Carpathian Fangs then. So let's go to Carpathian Fangs. Oh wait, do I actually have a quest down there? Oh no, I don't want to... Show us the relaunch. Can't? It's not there yet. I, of course, signed up for beta. And I am not too proud to try to do puppy eyes to get in. Something, I don't know. I'm hoping I'll get in. I'm fairly not confident, but I think they may get some press in, so maybe... No, I don't want Shadowy Forest on Carpathian Fangs. Wait, no, Shadowy Forest has more Draculas, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, so definitely, if you guys want to take a look, a lot of my questions, I think, are going to be answered when I get in the game and I look at it. When I pull up the ability wheel, what's it going to look like? Is it going to look like the ability wheel? That's not even pulling up right now. Is it going to look like the ability wheel? They said actives and passives are separate. Are there going to be two little ability wheels? It's gonna be trimmed down, so are there gonna be a lot less, you know, like half the abilities in there? Are people gonna be stuck with whatever they choose in the beginning and have to buy their upgrade to buy the ability to use new weapons? What's gonna happen to skill points? This is a lot of work to get all of this. There are so many questions. So many questions. So many questions. No, there is no date. They do say hard launch will be spring. So beta's gotta happen like ASAP. And cause spring is over, you know, March, April, May. May is the last month in spring. So by the... I mean, that means they're going to have to launch by Memorial Day. And maybe they're aiming for a Memorial Day launch. You know, Memorial Weekend launch or something. Will they be wiping at the end of beta? Ooh, it's a closed beta, so probably. Yeah, spring 2017. It's coming out. Yeah. They can't take the steed from me. Alright, should we try Anastasia? Oh, what is hers? Nightmare. Oh, the Paduris. I don't think I want Paduri. I don't think I want a Paduri mission. Those things.
Watch your back.
I hate those things. Oh. There's a little quest I've never done. Do I have... I have room. Let's do shrooms. Pretty strange but delicious looking mushrooms growing on the forest floor. Eat a mushroom. Oh, this is probably going to be bad. Oh. Yes, let's run in... Oh my goodness. Kind of makes me want to, Pretty... Yeah, why did I have that irresistible urge to eat a crazy mushroom? I have no idea why. Cat, this is a week for getting intoxicated in video games, it seems. Seriously? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There's actually some pretty colors. So, it made me run through their trippy camp. Okay, that's definitely different. BBB, this is what I'm seeing after lack of sleep and watching two people get into a drunk bar fight. Nope, that's not the lights. These are the lights. I'm starting to get really worried here. Am I missing any kind of text or anything? Oh, I'm on a timer? I'm on a timer. Wait, I just lost the... Go back to the strange mushroom. I was not paying attention to the fact I was on a timer. Okay then. Oh, hello spider things. These are super waterproof socks, by the way. Eat another mushroom. Okay. Great, we're like outrunning the lights now. Whoa, whoa, hello guys. Hello, pardon us.
Goodbye.
Us, because there's like 3 of me here now. Well, I don't see any more lights. Oh, wait. I don't see any more lights. Oh. Collect strange mushrooms. That's really the extent of it? I get 3 more shrooms to, I remember people talking about this one. I'll have to hear how you feel about this. Oh, Brahms, I'm not sure how I feel. I'm optimistic in some ways. I'm happy that there is... I think this is going to be a real shot in the arm for Funcom. I'm not sure how I feel about being deserted over here, though. And my stuff. Ooh, wow, that's really pretty cool looking. My stuff that I have accumulated in the last almost 5 years means a lot to me. So I want to know what happens to my stuff. Oh. Well, that just makes me want to get in all the more. Look at that. Is there a way to get in? Oh, okay. Okay, then. Well, he's a discharged overgrowth. This thing, did you guys see it actually picked up and almost shot at him? Alright, let's see if we can... Let's see what messing with the generator does. Laser fence has been deactivated! Woot, woot, woot! I have no idea what's in here, but... Anything cool? Probably only if you're on a quest that needs you to come in here. Uh-oh. It just reactivated. Oh! There's something over here. Oh. Seriously? That's all that's in here? Oh yeah, see, people'd love an AO relaunch. Yeah, but see, this is not a new engine. That's something people need to understand. This is definitely not a new engine. I wonder if there's something that... There's some kind of quest in here or something, I guess. That's kind of a bummer. I was hoping there'd be something a little more to that. Now, one of the things it says changing, that there'll be fewer people that you can run into. They already have a fairly low number. So, I mean, I wonder how few. And what if you have a lot of friends? I mean, what if you've got 40 friends you want to do something with? Oh, good heavens, guys. This is one of the... Yeah, this one I started on... Was it on her? I haven't gotten very far on this investigation quest. What's this one? The Crossroads? hungry machines. And then this one is the abandoned. I have not... Oh. I'm glad it will still be here because there's still stuff I want to do. I mean, I made goals for this year. And some of the goals were... Well, one of them, like my lore, my bestiary lore... I mean, is that even a thing anymore? I don't know what to think about this, guys. I don't know if I should be... I don't know. I'm still kind of hopeful in some ways. I am still kind of hopeful because... if it's still basically the same game... Now, see, I never had a problem with combat, but, you know, if you get better combat, more people in supporting the game so we can keep getting more story content, which literally, story content, investigation missions, sabotage missions, that's what's got me totally in here. I want that stuff. So, if, you know, some different combat brings in enough people to make that possible, to keep those elements rolling, then I'm all for that. I'm not sure how for I am of losing stuff in this world, though. Oh, let's check the abandoned. Yeah. Let's have a cutscene to take our mind off of things.
So strange. Travelers wish to pay toll to cross my bridge. Much mistaken in the telling of that story. It is I who have given the treasures, willingly, yes. Treasure of tales.
That coin. I have never deciphered that coin yet.
Gold and amber slip through men's hands with no value. If man has so much care for sparkling, he should gather the morning dew. It sparkles every sunrise. Stories are our life. We exist only for the little time we are spoken of. When the stories are stopped, the sons and daughters of the wild are gone.
Man, why is she sticking her arms out so far this time? So she has a really bad sunburn or something.
Into it. My gift to you is, it will not be so soon you say our farewells. You shall find the hidden names of us, born from the forest heart, the painted egg, the cut of young men's love.
Painted egg.
Moses, Yeli, Blajin, Paduri. In a little time, none will be left here with these names. Gather them, protect them, take them with you far away. Be the world's memory. That is my treasure.
That is true, Fred Goya. That's her. That's her. Oh! Oh! Holding a chainsaw to his back? Jeez, what kind of... Wow. I'm rude. And yes, the new content is only for Legends, but... Season 2 and Season 3 that have been written, that we've all been waiting for, that if you want to experience, you're gonna have to go play Legends. And what's with the name Legends? Why Legends? I think myths or conspiracies or... Which way did he throw that coin? I kind of forget. Oh, this way. I'm so good. Examine the coin. This is the part that never gets completed. Find the location referenced on the coin. Yeah. I don't think we're going to, yeah. So all of these pets, I need to... I want all of my pets. Is the game can have pets? That's like one of the questions I need to mark down. Will the game have all the pets? And can I have all my pets that I've unlocked? And if I've unlocked the pets on one character, and I have 2 characters, and I have different pets on the 2 characters, do I get to unlock all those pets on the single character that is made? These are the important questions. Somebody remember that question. That's going to be the first one I ask tomorrow. Yeah, next. Let's just go blow something up. Set something on fire. That'll make me feel better. Well, that's kind of a bummer. It's hurt. I don't want to hit a hurt thing. Wait, that's... What? I don't want to beat up on wounded ones. I mean, seriously. Oh, you guys are not wounded, so say hello to some fire. Oh, hold on, there's a guy coming up. No, see, I don't know about him. The siege hound, huh? Fire! Fire! Wow, he's kind of owie. He's owie. I need away from this guy. Oh! I died to the bleed. I didn't have enough heals to be able to do a bleed. Oh! Death number 1. Oh, let's go see what kind of stuff we found. Okay, so I'm gathering that the missions are going to be the same. Mostly the same, because if they like lessened the death mechanic where you weren't like finding cool stuff while you were dead, that would like ruin this game. That's one of the coolest aspects. Yes, beta sign up started today. I want to go see if we can find anything cool here in the Land of the Dead. Wait, that one's kind of smeared. Oh yeah, there is the river one. Oh look. Oh wait, you can't go inside when you're dead? Well, that's different. Alright, what's with the big electric thing over here? Alright, let's go back to the river then. If I can remember which way the river is. Which I can't, obviously. Here we go. Alright, now let's go this way. Haha, luckily you can't die when you're dead. Oh, is that the exit? Oh, hey. Hey! I haven't seen these guys before. Hey, dudes! What's up? That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, did I just find the edge? I did. So we got 3 little ghost Legenies down here. Does anybody else think they sound like a sandwich? I think they sound like a sandwich. Oh wait, that's the way we already came. We need to go a different way. Yeah, so they're collecting beta signups. Now, they have been working on this for the better part of a year, so I would assume that they're super close to being able to get beta out. Okay. Go upriver. Blini. Blini are little pancake-looking things in Russia. They are yummy too, by the way. There's a lure! There's a lure! I need this lure! I need this lure! Okay. So we gotta follow the water. Now I need to find a place to reanimate. Where's the closest? Hey, I bet you can't actually anima leap when you're dead, can you? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so we've got to run to that well. And then run back. I want that lure. What? I don't want a map pin. I just want to run back. Using my wits and my incredible sense of direction. Can you re-kill yourself when you're dead? You know what? Let's try. Reset. Nope. Apparently you're dead. Dead. I see. There should be an enema well right here. Why can't I... Oh, maybe it's up on the ledge. Maybe? Oh, yep, there it is. I see it. Come on, come on, jump. Jump! Get up there. Find your way up there, somehow. There we go. Haha. Yes. I'll resurrect over here. She's only mostly dead. That would be such a tease, don't you think? Look at all the mobs I've been running through. If you can only see a lore while you're dead, you can't see it when you're alive, that would be pretty stinking awful. So yeah, so anybody who's just tuning in, I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the big Secret World Legends, the Secret World switcheroony. Like I said, I'm really undecided. I'm really excited in some ways, and in other ways I just... Yeah. Alright, let's get a hoverboard or do board, yeah. Well, that didn't work. Whole idea was to have the hoverboard, man. Look at all the dead in the rivers. So much for that being kind of a safe. Neener, neener, neener. Alright, we followed it all the way upriver. Keep following it upriver. Yeah, buddy! I got lore now. Lots and lots of lore now. Fawns. Oh, so should I even be recording my bestiary finds, guys? Is it even worth it? Fawn 1 in Shadowy Forest. Position 324, 547.5. I don't know if it's even gonna be... I gotta ask that, man. Forgan Socket, I wanted to see her run around lost for an hour. Jadakin's hoping it's gonna be like DDO. Having dungeon experiences like DDO might be cool too. What is it about the DDO dungeon experiences that you would like? And BBB, it is. It is a chance for something positive for the franchise if the only other option is maintenance mode. I mean, if it's maintenance mode or maintenance mode and another game where you can continue the story, I mean, that's kind of the best of both worlds. You're not losing the one. You're gaining another. Oh, scripted narrative, focus on story. Oh, Jadakin, if you... Have you played the Secret World before? Because the story mission is totally what those dungeons are that you have to do. Now the dungeons, I'm not quite sure at. Now they're like you could basically play the entire game solo, but the announcement then also said that the dungeons were still there. So can you do the dungeon solo, or is that and the raids going to be group content that you have to do? And what about PvP? What about my pets? Is still the biggest thing. My pets and my clothes. Now, the first time you actually go into a dungeon, it is pretty story related. A lot of them, I think they're fun that way. But once you've gone through them a few times, then it's not so fun. Oh, dude. Is that guy taking no damage? Oh, there we go. Finally with the damage. Fire! Burn it all! Burn it all! Sorry. Wait, what is this anyway? Filth exposure. Damage over time. Shoot! How many more of these do I have? Blood offering? Jiminy crickets. That was actually a close one. Yeah, you know what? I no. I don't know. I kind of grow tired of people. Anytime there's a change made in games, there's a lot of jump on the oh no NGE. There are times changes have been incredibly beneficial. And look at Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, that game has definitely. Oh, wow. It's been forever since I've been here. That game definitely sprung back from its, revamp pretty incredibly, actually. So I think there are cases to be argued for both sides. As I said, I mean, I'm optimistic, but I'm kind of cautious because I just, oh, I don't know. I want it to be good. I want it to be good. I want it to be a success. I I will continue playing in this game. I will continue playing and streaming Emmy like often, but I'll be playing the other game too. Yeah, this overhaul. Uh, I know some folks have asked, why didn't they just change engines? Which you would have had to rewrite the game from the ground up, guys. That would have taken a lot more than, the last year. Or why not, um, what do you say? I lost my brain. Sorry, guys, I lost my brain. Braining is hard. Um, oh, yeah, so then the question is, why couldn't they just make the combat changes in here? And chances are, I mean, that would have just, it would have destroyed integral stuff in the game. I don't think it could have been possible, and everybody would have been messed up, and things would have, and it's not something you could top down. It really has to be bottomed up. So, you know what? I'm going to drag down a couple. Oh, look, I'm not even, huh. Well, that's kind of weird. There we go. I'm going to drag down a couple folks because I'm evil that way, and I told them to be forewarned. I might be dragging them, and we'll get some community members' thoughts. Yeah, the PR stuff that come out. Oh, this is a really neat thing. But honestly, I looked at the PR bit. If you're looking at that as a brand new, never played before player, then it kind of gives you an answer to entice you into the game. What it didn't give was absolutely any information for people who know the game and have played the game, the veterans, and those of us that have supported the game for years on end. So in that case, that PR was a total, complete fail. Which is why I was so excited that when I sent questions off, I mean, granted, they didn't get them back to me in time for the reveal to answer some of those questions I had in that column. Because, I mean, literally, they were like, last minute working things. But they did get them back to me that same day. Within a 24-hour period, they had those questions back to me so that I could then answer some of those questions. And offering to speak with me again to answer even more questions. So from that, I'm taking away from that Funcom is really interested in being open about this, or so some of the answers feel like a little bit like non-answers, or maybe the answers aren't coming in the direction of the question we want. It's coming from a different angle. So being able to talk, that I'm hoping will get that miscommunication possibility out of the way. I do think they want to answer questions. I mean, if you watch the Twitter, Andy was like answering question after question after question. I mean, they're trying to answer questions and allay fears. Now, there's no way they could have sat down and really anticipated every single question that players were going to have. And as they are rebranding this, and I don't think of it as a rebrand, I'm calling it just a launch. They're launching a new game, okay? You have to start over anyway. There's going to be fundamental changes. I'm just saying you're launching a new game, and it's going to be separate. Legends is not the Secret World. They're two different games, and you can log into both and play them at the same time on your computer. Ergo, they're two different games. I don't think it's humanly possible to explain everything about a game in the beginning when you announce it. There's just not enough time or words or space, to get all of that in there. And most people think, well, whatever, we'll learn as we go, as we get to know and get into the game. The problem is so many of us have knowledge of the game already that we don't want the surface explanations. We want that really deep, nitty-gritty stuff, which is not something they can necessarily just throw all together and toss out, which is why I'm really glad to see they're answering questions and eager to talk with people and try to, sort some of the stuff out. See, to be fair, Funcom is usually very open, but I think they've been stifled by NDAs, financial based, until the official... Oh! Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys, I will tell you literally. So, it's not really a secret that I have contact with some devs, right? I mean, I have some devs come in and play other games with me just, because. So, my Secret World contacts, the people I can normally talk to, like Ramon, just chit-chat with, right, has been all but avoiding me. Let's just say he really has been avoiding me, and I'm pretty certain, I mean, I'm absolutely certain that it's because he would have been worried that he'd let something slip. Because we chit-chat about stuff, right? And, of course, a lot about the Secret World and goals for it and hopes for it and stuff like that. So I think he was, gagged himself. And so today, the news comes out, and the first thing I get is a message of, no more gag! Let's talk! So that's pretty awesome. So actually, Kat and Tanik, which I just dragged down here, so you two, what are your biggest worries about the upcoming change, and what is your biggest hope, excitement, relief of what has happened with the announcement?
Well, I think my biggest worry is summed up by not knowing what the restrictions on the accounts are going to be just yet. You only have one character unless you buy more slots. But what about the weapons? I know you can buy more weapons or weapon slots or unlock more weapons.
Yeah, they said weapon page. You can buy weapon pages. What the heck is a weapon page? I would like this explained to me, and I'm going to ask that tomorrow. Please explain to me weapon page.
And someone brought up a really good one that should worry you too. How many inventory slots do you get?
Yeah, considering I've spent so much extra money on inventory in here, yeah. And if they send over all the cosmetics that you have and all your pets and everything, and you've only got 10 spaces in your inventory?
Well, hopefully they keep the... That's a good question too. Hopefully they keep the cosmetic system the same where it doesn't take up inventory. You can just select it.
Yeah, so I'm asking about I'm asking about that. I'm asking to make sure that dressing room gear management, that these two systems are completely divorced from each other still. That's a big deal for me, personal. Tomlinson, yeah, you only get one character slot until you buy more. I don't know that there's a max on how many you can have. On my account, I have 5 character slots. So wait a minute. So if I've paid for and I've gotten these extra character slots, is that going to transfer over as well?
Well, and one of the perks of the GM account was supposed to have been the extra character slot that they gave us.
Right. So I had the 4th character slot. That was the extra slot, because you get 3. Or did you get 2? You got 3, I think. And I got the 4th one, and then I got a 5th one. I'm pretty sure I only have 5. I might have 6. I'm actually not quite sure now. So yeah, what what is going to do that? So what is your biggest relief, Tanik? What were you really happy to hear?
I mean, a lot of people were saying that they didn't like the sound of the, shared world RPG. I am, in general, not having seen it yet, I'm okay with that because I think that lends itself better to storytelling, and I've never been a fan of big like Zerg mobs or content that's designed around those mobs. So I'm happy that the story is still in there, that we're going to get more of it, and hopefully it's going to be more focused on the type of story that I like, which is kind of selfish, but hey.
Yeah. Backing up just a little bit here, Jadakin's asking, I want to know how much of the story is changing. I don't think the story is really changing.
They've said enhanced.
Yeah, I think they're
maybe adding bits or explaining some bits better. I don't know. That was kind of vague.
Yeah. The answer of how you're led through the mission, the story more, and things tying to the story more is the impression I get. How that's going to happen, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty confident that they're not taking away from the story. I'm hoping actually that it is changed to a degree because I'm going to be running through it again. Now, I ran through it on my Templar. Then for the streams, I ran through it on my Lumi. I don't really want to run through it again and again and again on things that I already know. So it would be nice to have a few changes. As in, more explanation, a little more of something. I'm hoping it's just adding and illuminating. My fingers are crossed. And Ravenwind, hopefully there's no Aegis system in the revamp. Ugh, I hate that. And, oh, you guys are welcome for the article. Trust me, hopefully we can pester Andy soon. I know Andy won't talk to me lately either. He wouldn't talk. It's like all of the FunCon people I knew suddenly were all... I was totally, blocked, man.
There you go. Jadikin says, what about the puzzles getting bugged out because of all the people clicking on stuff? Can you imagine how much easier is Cost of Magic going to be without someone running out ahead of you and screwing it up for you?
Oh my gosh.
Or how much harder when you don't have someone to complete it for you.
Well, you could still have people there. You just won't have...
Yeah. You can still have your friends. So they're saying you can play through with your friends. So you can go through with your friends. But, I mean, look at the Black House. How many times have I missed the achievement because someone else was doing it and they clicked on stuff and I had to wait my turn in a timed instance? Or with the Ravens there in Kingsmouth, where you have to click on the certain order around the pool and somebody else runs up and clicks on one of the Ravens randomly and poof, your entire thing is shot. So if you had a system of what you were trying to do to figure it out, you were totally screwed up then. So things like that, that's going to be cool. I don't know. It is annoying when that happens and most people will step back and let you finish or whatever. But there have been the ones that are just tunnel vision. This is me, my game, I'm doing, So, hey, maybe you won't be running into them anymore. Good question was about, though, the big raid bosses during events. Are we not going to have golems anymore? Because there are some golem pets out there. And I personally have 100 of those bags still. So maybe I just start giving them out to people.
Maybe the golems will still be there. They just won't be the damage sponges that they are now. And you can do it with, 15, 20 people instead of 100.
True. Was it 100 people that could fit on a server? I didn't think it was that big. I thought it was...
I probably didn't
40
see all
or
people
80,
in the
I
golem
mean...
fight because my potato would just not handle all the...
I think I saw people saying they'd figured it to about 60 or 65 in an instance.
Yeah, because there's no way I ever saw more than 50 or so people at a thing. Let's see. Just Some Gamer current one is in maintenance. Well, it's starting maintenance, yeah. Which we all kind of felt that was happening anyway. I mean, come on, how many?
Well, I didn't
How
because
many things?
we knew that season 2 was coming.
Well, I mean, I didn't know. I didn't necessarily know that it was going to be forever maintenance, but it has felt very maintenance for the past year, with literally like one main update. So it's felt maintenancey, but we thought it was holding back to a build up to something really big. It's just not here. So how about you, Kat? What is your biggest fear and your biggest relief?
Not sure I've seen a lot to be relieved about yet. Sorry, I'm kind of the voice of doom today on all this.
Oh no, I mean,
it may not be that bad. It may just be a slightly watered down version of what we've got now. I mean, it's kind of inescapable that they're going to dumb things down to some extent. How badly they dumb it down remains to be seen.
yeah, like,
You know, whether we still have something that's as free to choose as the current ability wheel, or if it becomes a linear skill tree. I mean, I know people keep comparing this to the NGE or the various changes that galaxies went through, and I remember one of them went from being able to freely choose from among an array of skill things to having to pick a path and then follow that path along a wheel without being able to choose what order you wanted to take things in.
that is true.
You
That
know
is
that
true.
you know first they went from being able to freely pick among everything to, well, okay, you need to kind of pick this from this path, but you can still kind of take things in whatever order you want to take them in. Like if you want to focus on your buffing ability first, you can do that and then pick up the other things later. And from there they went to the, nope, here's the order you're going to take things in.
Yeah. Nope, I remember that. So if it is like let's just imagine two ability wheels. Look at this beautiful 100% here, guys. I mean, come on, that took me a long time. That just happened this, what, January? um, is it gonna be tree? I don't like trees. I mean,
You
like
have
if
a
you
chainsaw. Let them know what you'll do if they give you a tree.
I'm gonna put that as the first quote in my next article. You know, so are you gonna have to pick between what this allows, just as an example, what this allows and this allows, and if you do this, then you can only pick from these three, and if you do this, you can only pick from these three. I'm hoping not. I'm really hoping not. I would actually prefer. Now, I don't know if people would agree with me, but I would prefer that instead of having direct chain force of where you have to go, that these items, instead of being AP locked, were a level lock. Is if it still let me say, I've got this one, and I bought, say I bought coup de grace, and I couldn't come and pick bullet ballet until I'm level 50. But I could still pick bullet ballet, or I could pick born leader at level 50 if I prefer, or I could pick contortionist at level 50 if I prefer. I think I would prefer the level locks than the you pick one thing and then you're locked into a certain trajectory, if that makes sense. Oh, look at this, and I actually picked up trajectionalist. That's kind of ironic. Trajectionist. Yeah, I don't want that. I would rather it got locked behind levels, as long as when I got to that level, I could choose any of the goodies all around. So that would be my preference. I'm still not quite happy with the level thing. I hate that the gaming industry it's got to be levels for people to play it, and I'm not necessarily hating companies that's what they have to do, because unfortunately that is kind of what they have to do. That's what people are buying and paying and getting into. And
Here's a question that I would ask too. In a lot of games that have levels, one of the ways they have the skill set up is that you get a certain number of skill choices, and you've got to create your build on that limited number, will we still be able to get every skill in the game?
Now, for this, do you mean abilities or skills?
Yep. What you're looking at now, like you got everything on that wheel.
Right.
So you can also eventually get everything on the skill tree too.
Yeah.
Right. You just keep getting points. Is because a lot of games they'll give you points per level, as opposed to here you just get the XP, you get a point, you get a point, you get a point, you get a point. You can get everything eventually.
Yeah, and then having the cap of how many skills you can have. That I really hope they don't do. I have to say that actually, you guys, I've been writing about the Secret World for how many years now, and I still have to stop myself because I go to the industry standard and start talking about skill points, and I have to stop myself and go back, and I actually did it in today's article, go erase it and say abilities, because they are two very different things in this game. For that matter, maybe they will actually just change the name and actually just call these skills. That could be a change. But yeah, to have the ability to get total completion, because if you don't, then you don't get to earn the outfit. Will we still have decks? You know? Some of the best clothing in this game are the Templar decks. I love the Panoptic Core. I earned this puppy. I want to be able to wear this. Is it still going to be there? If you can't earn every skill in game, then that's not there. Let's see. Where are you seeing this information? Wait, Tannic. Whoa, which information? Whether somebody's asking whether the skill unlocks will be tied to the weapons you use. Well, that would, I mean, there again, are you talking about skills? Because these skills are tied to the weapons you use. You've got your pistol skills. You've got your shotgun skills. You've got your assault rifle skills. They are tied very much to the weapon. They're also then tied to your gear. But if you're talking abilities, then, I mean... No. See? I'm talking about skills. See, they are tied.
Oh, when you said if you're talking about abilities, you went to the skills.
Oh, no. If you're talking about ability... Oh, you're behind. You're behind me.
Right, okay.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm looking at the abilities right now. I mean, the skills... Oh, now here is a question with that. I mean, the active abilities are very much tied to the weapon. Will passive abilities actually be tied to specific weapons now? Because I use passives that are not the weapons I'm using in my build.
A lot of people's builds are built on that.
Yeah, and that was
tenet
one of
that
the things.
passives, you don't have to have the weapon for the passive equipped. Like you do the actives.
But maybe you will now. I don't know. There's a good question.
One of the problems with the amount of freedom that it gives you in the build is that, you know, could be confusing for a lot of players, especially like new players. And even though you can eventually get all the abilities in there, you could make yourself a character that just wasn't viable. And another one of my more minor fears is that they're going to take away that freedom in order to make people create more viable characters, so kind of like shoehorn us into certain builds.
I don't know. I liked how they put the baby decks in. I'm actually looking for my questions, guys. I was going to write these questions down, but I can't find them. Uh-oh. Where's all the other questions I wrote? Oh, that's right, because it's not called TSW. There it is, under SW. Okay, that's why I can't find it. I thought the beginning decks was a good way to do that, to like kind of try to push people towards that. But you're right, if it gets rid of the ability to build and choose, I don't care that I built some really crappy decks to start with. That was a part of the learning thing for me. And I also actually didn't know for, the first year, too? I don't know. That you could use passives from other decks? Other weapons in your deck? I mean, I don't know why. That just totally escaped me. for the longest time. So I don't know. I'm hoping this beta like starts next week and I can get in, because a lot of these questions, I don't know that no matter how much they actually talk to us about how it is, it's not gonna necessarily gel until we can go in and see what is the ability wheel when we go in. What does it look like? What are we gonna have? Ooh. Oh! Positive! I will get a chance to make the correct decisions throughout the story this time, instead of the one that I made a mistake on at the end because I didn't know it was even an option. I can fix my wings. Of course, we may or may not even have wings at that point. Oh, man!
Well, we won't at the first because we won't have Tokyo at the first.
Oh, that's true. Oh, Fred was talking about abilities, yeah. I don't think, actually, Fred, I don't think that would be a very bad idea, that the more you use the shotgun, well, no, that takes some of the... Huh. Alright, so the conversation there is, so the more you use the shotgun, the more skilled you become in the shotgun, and you can get more things in the shotgun. That sounds cool, except that, I mean, I had a possibly barely viable build of assault rifle and shotgun that I really liked, and I was earning AP with that build, and I was not buying anything in those because I was saving up and buying all the skills for another weapon. So if you can only get the points to improve a weapon by using that weapon, I'm not sure I like that. That feels like it takes some of the building part away. And when you go and you want to switch to fists, it would be nice if I could take the skill or what I'm hunting at right then with these guys and decide, all right, I've just bought up a whole bunch of fist. I'm going to switch to fist, and I can still fight these guys where I'm at, which actually is kind of important with a lot of the mobs in this secret world, because you had different builds are what you needed to defeat different bosses, or I mean just different mobs. I did great with shotgun and assault rifle for a long time, and then I hit a spot in the mobs that, I mean, it just didn't affect him at all. So I literally had to change out then to a new weapon, and if I had to do it and then start over, I'd have to like go back to the beginning and use and try to build it up, which that does not seem productive to the idea of, kind of a better flow. That looks like you'd be jerking back and forth between the beginning and end and beginning and end. So,
well, and that brings up a point with those weapon pages, or will we have to pay to unlock more than 2 weapons at the start? Because as you say, there are mobs where they were designed to use certain sort of strategies, and if you've chosen to use a strategy that doesn't work for that mob, you're going to hit a wall at some point. And then, are you going to have to pay to unlock those weapons, and then maybe have to work them up again? I mean, which I have in the past had to spend time going back and relearning skills in another weapon to be able to try to beat a certain encounter. Which, I mean, is one thing, but, are we adding something of a paywall on top of that? If you're having to unlock the fists before you can learn them, or use them against that boss that seems to need them. Because it doesn't sound like they're really changing any of the mobs or major quests significantly.
maybe they are changing the mobs, though. Maybe you won't be switching out builds. I mean, we just don't know. And okay, I want to read this really quick that Thomason has thrown in, saying Per Andy, hey all, there's been a lot of talk about this topic and we know that it's an important one for many people. Our goal is to copy all Vanity items that were purchased with money, including item store purchases, membership rewards, items of the month, and such. This should also include titles, mounts, and pets. An item being character specific or account wide doesn't impact if it will be eligible to be copied over. Note purchased with money part. So yeah, maybe the decks are gone. All Vanity items that were purchased with money. Well, this one worries me a little bit because I purchased bags with money, but then they offered me items that were also available from the in-game bags. So are they just gonna like give me back all the bags I've ever gotten, which would kind of probably suck because I've liked the items that I have. I didn't buy the specific Vanity item with money. I got them out of the bags. Is that going to? I mean, it says mounts and pets, but if they're talking only things specifically bought in the store or things that were open in the bags, I've got to question, type in, what about all stuff from loot bags bought in store? Unfortunately, I've like forgotten half our questions we were talking about here, guys, already. So hopefully you all in chat can help me and Tanic Cat can help me. I don't think he has 10 hours to talk to me tomorrow, so, but we're going to try. I love this. Well, there won't be any Aegis for now. We know there won't be any Aegis because there's no Tokyo. So there's going to be no Aegis at all. And yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind re-earning the deck outfits. I want to be sure that the deck outfits are still going to be there. Because I want to earn them again. The very first one I ever earned was the Puritan for the Templar. I mean, I worked at getting the things together for that one.
I finished a deck and got the...
I know, and I love that outfit. I was like, man, this thing rocks. I want this. This is mine. And so yeah. See, to keep from alienating all the old players, reboot would have to be pretty cool. Free to play or not, definitely need those players. Yeah, so to keep returning players, they're gonna need to have the fluffy stuff. People's fluffy stuff in this game means a whole freaking lot to them. Now, there's going to be some people that are going to be so mad at losing or not being able to have or have to re-earn the uberest gear ever. Don't want to have to re-earn that again. I actually know some people where earning the uberest gear is like the fun spot, and then when they've got it, then it's like, yeah, whatever. So those people are going to have a heyday. Items bought with lucky coins, for that matter. Oh, crud. Yeah, I got a bunch of lucky coins. Should I go spend them? Do I need to spend them?
Well, it talked like all the currencies will be transferable to the new game. It sounded like you could even transfer your packs and bullion, maybe.
No, I think by currency, I got the feeling more Funcom points.
Yeah,
it said you transferred the currency, the Funcom points, not the bonus points.
Points were purchased, not the bonus points.
Well, yeah, lucky coins are...
Those
in
were
a way,
purchased,
essentially
yeah.
Funcom points.
Those were purchased, so there's a question. What about lucky coin currencies? Okay, there's a new question. Oh my gosh, he's gonna regret having contacted me, I think. Brahms, yay, we all get to do Costume Magic again. Well, I had not gotten the achievement, so guess who still had to keep doing it?
If he watches any of the stream, he'll be sending you a message tonight saying, can you limit it to this number of questions?
I know, if he's out, he hasn't said anything. I haven't, I didn't, my Skype isn't open. Pardon me for, one quick minute, guys, while he's in there going, MJ, what are you doing? What are you saying? Or he could be answering questions. Which actually, he and Andy have done that in the middle of my streams before. They have sat there while they're watching and answered questions that were brought up. Oh, well, he did say something. What did he say? Let's see. Okay, nope, this is just confirming tomorrow. So, all right. So tomorrow's still on, not answering questions. I could peek and see if Andy's probably hiding. Andy's probably like, I need to sleep now, guys. Please, today has been crazy. Things bought with bonus points transferable, they should be because they were things that were bought in the store. And
Natalia TSW, is there anything cosmetic right now that positively isn't being copied over?
here's a possible question. Yep. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Copy and paste over to my thing here. Copy and paste. There we go. Because, yeah, I want the mounts. So I'm going to have to decide on a couple of mine that I've been waffling on which character I want to have them on.
Tomlinson has a point. Maybe those weapon pages are going to be like the pie slices they are now for each weapon.
Oh.
That would then turn that like into a little skill tree for each weapon, which would somewhat confirm what I'm wondering, that they'll give us 2 weapons for free and then we'll have to pay to unlock any others.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to ask, define weapon page for me.
Final question. Can we just get into beta now?
Yeah. Beta. Let's see.
Well, what they've said that on the 5th, which is next Wednesday, that that is an important point to remind people that they've said on the 5th, when they do the regular maintenance, they're going to be archiving characters that haven't been logged in for 6 months or more.
Yeah, so that's an indication that it looks like things will be popping around the 5th or 6th.
And that's
or something.
when the name reservation opens up for Legends.
Which of my names would I use? Oh, that kind of sucks.
Well, my gripe with that is that goes live at noon Eastern, which some of us have jobs that we're at work at noon Eastern on a Wednesday and can't get onto websites to register.
Well, I've got 2 names. They'll only allow you to do 1. I've got 2 names that I want to do. I'm obviously going to have 2 slots. I have my streaming character and I have my personal character. So, Brahms, I'm heading out of town on the 5th. Ooh, ouch. Oh, Thomason, you just got nightbotted. I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks. All your messages are gone. All of them. What the? Nightbot? What the freak? He literally deleted every single message the entire stream.
Yeah, Nightbot's a bit of a bully.
Okay, Nightbot needs to go because some of those questions were things and information that I wanted to still have access to. Day 1, claim all the names. Nightbot, oh my gosh. What the? I mean...
Well, your replay on Twitch will show the chat.
Hopefully. Not the deleted version.
Earlier, it'll be there earlier.
Yeah, do not use caps, man. I need to talk to Bree about having us ditch Nightbot. Seriously. Nightbot has gained awareness. Kill it with fire. Nightbot is so evil.
I can't let you do that, Dave.
Or you know what? It's just, if Nightbot starts calling us Chuck, then then we really need to worry. Okay, we're actually, I mean, we're way over time, but that's okay. So I know this wasn't as much of a rant. So EverQuest Next, that was a rant. Landmark was a rant because, I mean, they were literally getting rid of things that I had hopes for, that I loved, that, were a part of, years of stuff. They're, like, being tossed aside. This is not that instance. It is not about getting rid of the secret world. It is about Funcom needing to do something that is viable, that will justify keeping the secret world. And on that level, I sincerely appreciate that they're doing a ton of work to keep it alive. And that they're not just shutting down this one. I can still come and play this one all I want. I don't know for how long. But I would give them, they tend to be good maintenancers, you know? So I can just see, as long as they're there, that it's just going to keep going, right?
Well, it has been noted for other games that it doesn't cost a whole lot just to leave the lights on. Relatively speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, once it's already there, it doesn't cost them. If they've got one person checking the switch once a week or so, I mean.
You know, and it's not like the people are, you know, it's going to run after a while, after a few years. I mean, people are going to, like, stop remembering, now, what exactly was it that we did for this, you know, in the combat system? You know, that might start breaking down a little. But the way they're going about this, they really do care about the secret world. They are trying to keep it alive. And by keeping it alive, they have to make it more than just maintenance. They need to bring people in. They need to make it, in order to pay for new content and everything, they do need to do something that will bring in the funds. So, I mean, for that, I am very appreciative. For the fact that they're trying to answer questions, because we all have a lot of questions, I'm very appreciative of that. I am worried on some things. They may be things that I might be able to live without, or I might be able to say, okay, this was good, so I'll just be able to accept that this wasn't so good. So I guess you could say I am slightly cautiously optimistic. So I guess this wasn't much of a rant, but it's still the whole thing to process, and there are still so many unknowns that it is very nerve-wracking. But I am definitely hoping for the best for Funcom with this. And for us, because I want the Secret World to stay around. I want to keep playing. I want to see the stories that have been written. We've known that seasons 2 and 3 are written. So I want to see those. I want to experience those. And maybe it's been so long since I've done some of the story. Maybe it would be really nice to go ahead and go back. I might have actually gotten on my dragon and leveled up the story again just to feel the story again right before season 2, so I could jump, you know, into the story better. So this may be kind of something that a lot of people would have already done. So anyway, I am optimistic. I'm hopeful. Yes, there's still some trepidation there. Now that I've had 2 days to really work it out in my head, and I'm sorry for all of you who've only had 1 day to work it out in your head so far, I can say I do think it gets a little better. There are still many more questions I have and I want to ask. So, I mean, I kind of want to just say, hey, do you have a dev server tomorrow you can just, like, let me on for half an hour, please? I know that's going to be a big fat no, but hey, come on. I got to try for you guys, right? And,
I expect there's a lot they won't be able to explain very well, and we'll just have to see for ourselves whenever beta starts or whatever.
That's exactly what I think. I think it's going to be hard to... Because when people are asking their question, they're asking it framed with, they want a specific answer for a specific part, and they may answer a totally different aspect, which I noticed with some of the questions I sent. Like, the question was answered, but not exactly the angle I was asking. So I'm hoping while I can ask them in person that we can clarify back and forth and I can get some more of these answers. Now, holy crud, I do have like 40 questions now. Probably he can't answer them all because he has a meeting 2 hours after our interview, so I know there's a time limit. We'll see how it goes, guys. Wish me luck. And if you do have any other questions you specifically want asked, put it here in chat. I'm going to be sitting here in chat for a little bit. Put it on the stream post because it will be easier for me to check there and not lose it. Or send it via Twitter or something if you really want. But actually the stream post right there on massivelyop.com, That would be the very best place for you to go put that right now, because I can go and just copy and paste and take it, and it won't be lost in like the 2-column threads. I know there were a bunch of questions there, and I tried to pull them all out, but there were a lot of comments. There is, guys, lots of comments. So do that, and while you're at it, read up on it if you haven't. Read up on other games right now if you feel like you need a little bit of a break. Totally understand that. And of course, check the schedule. There's nothing on there for tomorrow, but I do believe I will be scheduling one, if not 2 games. One of them will have a giveaway, and it might start with an S and end with a might. And let me know what else you might like to see, because it's normally my Secret World night tomorrow, so I actually don't have 2 games planned. I have an opening. Let me know what to fill it with, guys. All right, Tannic and Kat, thank you for coming in and discussing some with me. I know I shanghaied you, but I appreciate how much you guys were not too angry about me for that. And all of you guys here with the viewing, thank you so much for joining. I will continue to stream the Secret World. I will also be streaming Secret World Legends as soon as I am able. So the second they let me in and I don't have an NDA, guys, you are going to see everything I can see. Absolutely. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you all later. Have a good, restful night with sweet dreams, Chuck.